Welcome back. So in this video, I'm just gonna focus on the idea of redux. What is redux and why we are gonna use it even, all right? So in order for us to understand redux and also use redux in any application that you are gonna build in the future, all right? Then in fact, building an application with Redux, it is the easiest thing that we can do. We can skip all these kind of stuff, open VS Code and start coding. It is really easy to do so. But I want you to understand how Redux works, how we can decide either to use it or not. All right. In order for us to understand that, I'm going to switch back here to our diagrams. We are going to answer three important questions. Why Redux, what is Redux, and how we are going to use it. All these questions will be solved or will be answered in the next few videos. Just stick with me with the first one. Why is Redux? Imagine that we have this component right here called the app component, right? And this app component, we want to go ahead and pass it this list of courses and display it. First of all, we have to go ahead and render the courses component inside our app component, and then we can pass it as a props. How easy is that? All right. So it is really easy. We can render the courses inside our app and pass it as a props. All right. So this is really easy. We can access it from that and we can display it on the screen. That really cool. But I want to pass these course items, all these courses, to our saved component. All right. So this is completely different component. The home component is in isolation from our saved component. There is zero relationship between them. All right, we cannot send it not as a props, not with a function, not with anything. All right, so I have added the save component or the saved functionality just to explain the idea of Redux. Why Redux is really important. So here from my list, I want to communicate with my saved component. This is not possible using React. I know that in order for us to implement this functionality using React only, first of all, we are going to follow a bad practice. Second of all, we are going to miss a lot. All right, we have to implement different nested component in order for us to get a functionality like that, but it's really bad idea to use it. So that's why we are going to use Redux to solve this specific issue, which is to share the data between all the components. All right, so if you remember that in order for us to use a state, all right, we can use a state in a class-based component, but the problem was each class has, or each component has its own state. There is no relationship between the state that is being used in our courses component and the state it's being used in our, let's say, card component. So we cannot share information between two separate components. In this case, I do want to share data between the home component as well as in the saved component, because the courses that I am displaying here inside my home component, I want to save some of them inside my watch later or inside my saved courses. So these are the same information that is being used in different components. This is not allowed in React alone, so that's why we are going to use Redux. And we are going to use Redux just to share the data between the entire application. No matter what is the component that is required that data, we are going to send it any information that is needed. Why is that and how is that? That's what we are going to discuss in the next video. So in this video, we have showed you that Redux solves the issue of sharing the information between two different components, and it's going to make it easy for us to go ahead and share that data to the entire application. So any component need a data, then it's going to be available to it, no matter where it's going to be, or no matter how we are going to send it. So it's going to be available at any time and at any place. This is the whole idea of Redux, which is to share information between components. So this is the idea of using Redux. In the next video, we are going to talk more about why and how is that going to be done behind the scenes. So hopefully that makes sense. Thank you, my friends, so much for watching. See you in the next one.